I am Dr. Ashok Kumar Saini, Associate Professor in Mathematics in BLJS College, Tosham, District Bhiwani, Haryana. Dear students, today I will deliver a lecture on mathematics paper first, number theory and trigonometry. Number theory here is this book is covering two portions. One is number theory, which is separate, entirely separate, and second is trigonometry. This is separate. Although there is a link, but these are two different, almost independent. For the students of BA, BSc first year, semester second. Dear students, today we will discuss about the topic inverse circular functions and hyperbolic functions. We have done a relation between inverse functions, but we have done earlier definition of this is inverse circular and inverse hyperbolic functions. Inverse circular functions of a real variable. Here we are considering real variable, not complex. In higher classes you will see the function of complex variable. In sixth semester this will happen, and then we give journal values and principal value. Principal values are those values which is the smallest least in magnitude of all the possible values is called principal values, and journal value is totality of values. जितनी भी टोटल वैल्यूज़ हैं वो जर्नल वैल्यूज़ कहलाती हैं, और जो लिस्ट इन मैग्नीट्यूड है वो प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू कहलाती है। ऑफ ऑल द पॉसिबल वैल्यूज़ की सबसे छोटी वैल्यू लिस्ट वो प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू कहलाती है। तो ये वाई साइन इनवर्स एक्स, कॉस वाई कॉस इनवर्स एक्स, टेंजेंट इनवर्स एक्स, कोट इनवर्स एक्स, इनकी ये principal values we have discussed earlier. These are principal values, and notation we use small s sine inverse x for principal values, and for journal values we make a convention that we will use capital sin sine inverse x. Similarly, we use for journal values cos capital C cos inverse x equal to 2n pi plus minus cos inverse x, and similarly capital T tangent inverse x equal to n pi plus minus tangent inverse x. Then just like in trigonometry we have give relation between inverse functions sine inverse x and cosecant inverse x, cosecant inverse x and secant inverse x, tan inverse x and cot inverse x, and reverse is cosecant inverse x and sine inverse x, secant inverse x and cos inverse x, cot inverse x and tangent inverse x. And these are proofs, and we have proved sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sin inverse x, tan inverse of minus x equal to minus tan inverse x. This formula should we remember, cos inverse minus x is minus cos inverse x. We have done this formula, these three formulas, cos inverse x in terms of minus cos inverse x, cot inverse x, minus cot inverse x, secant inverse minus x equal to pi minus secant inverse x. इसमें right and other formulas be to prove that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2, tangent inverse x plus cot inverse x equal to pi by 2, and secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x equal to pi by 2. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2, tangent inverse x plus cot inverse x equal to pi by 2, secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x equal to pi by 2. These are the formulas which we have proved earlier in previous lecture. We have proved it, and then these formulas to prove tangent inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse x plus y 1 minus xy, tan inverse x minus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse x minus y by 1 plus xy, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z equal to tan inverse x plus y plus z minus xy z divided by 1 minus y z minus zx minus xy. तो ये फार्मूले हैं, और कॉर्लरी से हम नोट कॉर्लरी है 2 टेंजेंट इनवर्स एक्स इक्वल टू tan इनवर्स 2x डिवाइडेड बाई 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर, 2 टेंजेंट इनवर्स एक्स इक्वल टू tan इनवर्स 3x माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर 1 माइनस 3x स्क्वायर. To prove that sin inverse x is equal to cos inverse under the root 1 minus x square equal to tan inverse x by under root 1 minus x square equal to cot inverse under root 1 minus x square by x equal to secant inverse 1 by under root 1 minus x square equal to cosecant inverse 1 by x. Cos inverse x equal to sin inverse under root 1 minus x square, tan inverse under root 1 minus x square by x equal to secant inverse 1 by x equal to cosecant inverse 1 by under root 1 minus x square. These formulas we have used in trigonometry, I think, and now we will prove here again. Cos inverse x in terms of sin inverse under root 1 minus x square, and in terms of tangent tan inverse under root 1 minus x square by x, and in terms of secant inverse 1 by x, and in terms of cosecant inverse 1 by under root 1 minus x square, and in terms of cot inverse x divided by under root 1 minus x square. Similarly, tan inverse x equal to sin inverse in terms of sin x by under root 1 plus x square, cos inverse 1 divided by under root 1 plus x square equal cot inverse 1 by x equal cosecant inverse under root 1 plus x square by x equal secant inverse under root 1 plus x square. These are formulas we have done in earlier lecture, and if there remains time we will revise in another lecture also. To prove that 3 sin inverse x equal to sin inverse 3x minus 4x cube, 3 sin inverse x equal to cos inverse 4x square minus 3x. And to prove that sin inverse x plus sin inverse y equal to sin inverse x y under root 1 minus y square plus y under root 1 minus x square. These are formula which we have done in trigonometry, and this is also trigonometry which we are studying. So only revision, I think, was different type. Sin inverse x minus sin inverse y equal to sin inverse x under root 1 minus y square minus y under root 1 minus x square. Cos inverse x plus cos inverse y equal to cos inverse xy minus under root 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square. Cos inverse x minus cos inverse y equal to cos inverse xy plus under root 1 minus x square under root 1 minus y square. These formulas. Now we will do the questions. This is again formula cos inverse x plus cot inverse x equal to cos inverse xy minus 1 बटे 1 plus yx. Cos inverse x minus cos inverse y equal to cos inverse xy plus 1 by minus x. Now we will prove some questions. This we have done. Example 2. This question we have done in previous lecture. This question we have done in previous lecture. Okay. If there is any difficulty, you can ask me. You can consult me on whichever mode you can select. Prove that tan inverse x under root a square minus x square equal to sin inverse xya. Second, tan inverse under root 1 plus x square minus 1 by x minus half tan inverse x. Third, tangent inverse under root 1 plus x square plus 1 minus x square under root 1 plus x square minus under root 1 minus x square equal to pi by 4 plus half cosecant inverse plus half cosecant inverse x square. Solution of this question is, let us suppose we put x equal to a sin theta. Then theta can be written as sin inverse xy equal to sin theta, and theta is equal to sin inverse xya. Now x बटे अंडर रूट ए स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर. एक्स क्या आपका ए साइन थीटा है, इसकी वैल्यू पुट करो एक्स की. अंडर रूट ए स्क्वायर माइनस ए स्क्वायर साइन स्क्वायर थीटा. ए स्क्वायर बार अंडर रूट से निकालें, ए आ गया 1 माइनस, दिस इज रॉन्गली रिटन, ये ए स्क्वायर साइन स्क्वायर थीटा है. तो 1 माइनस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इज कॉस थीटा. तो ए साइन थीटा बटे ए कॉस थीटा इक्वल टू टेंजेंट थीटा. अब टेन इनवर्स एक्स बटे अंडर रूट ए स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर इक्वल टू टेंजेंट इनवर्स टेंजेंट थीटा. दोनों साइड में क्या किया आपने, टेन इनवर्स ले लिया, और ये आपका टेन इनवर्स टेंजेंट थीटा इक्वल टू थीटा आ गया. एंड वी हैव नो डैट साइन इनवर्स थीटा क्या है, साइन इनवर्स एक्स वाई ए है. तो यही हमने प्रूव करना था. थैंक यू. दिस इज रिपीट.